This article here is from Newsweek, and if you're following Depp vs. Heard, you probably know Amber wants to appeal the case. Now, this says here how Amber Heard can win her appeal against Depp according to lawyers from August 16th, 2022. Newsweek is very pro Amber. That's one of the reasons I cover them. Let's see what they got. Obviously, this is their opinion. Amber Heard's legal team has undergone a major shakeup with the actress's attorney, Elaine Brennenhoff, stepping down ahead of the appeal against the Johnny Depp verdict. A number of legal experts agree that the Aquaman star is making a smart move by reshuffling her counsel for the appealite trial, and some have weighed in on how her team can pursue a court victory this time. Gonna give a big no shit on that. It doesn't take an expert to see that Elaine was not the best lawyer. Rottenborn objected to his own statement, which I don't think's ever been seen before. I mean, maybe. I haven't seen every court case in history, but it's pretty rare, I think. Even Judge Penny was pretty shocked, I think. In July, Heard filed a motion at the Circuit Court of Fairfax County to appeal the defamation verdict. She has hired two new lawyers for her appeal, David L. Axelrod and J. Ward Brown of the firm Ballard Saffer. If I'm saying that right, probably not. Let's keep going. And they go on here to give the opinion of someone named Eric D. Subin. Now, this person says what Amber has to do is prove that she didn't get a fair trial. She has to prove that something in that trial made it so it was unfair and swayed toward Johnny. I can't think of something. And you know what? Knowing her team, they'll probably pull this kind of thing like it was the internet. A jury member got a hold of some channel that's pro Johnny, blah, 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 and it got stuck in their mind. But that's not really anything they can prove. Of course, this isn't her old team that lost, but I don't know, man. I have a feeling the new team is going to pull some of the same old tricks because there's not too much they could pull in the way of evidence and facts. So they're going to have to try to work their way around the facts and evidence and get something, I don't know, somewhat emotional. My guess, it's not going to work. Newsweek thinks it will. What else we got? The blockbuster defamation trial between the former married couple early this year saw a jury largely side with Depp and award the actor $10 million in compensatory damages as well as $5 million in punitive damages. The punitive damage award was reduced to $350,000 due to a Virginia law that caps punitive damage awards. Okay. Both parties leveled severe accusations of physical and psychological abuse during the televised trial, which was discussed on social media at unprecedented levels. Now, I thought of something. Now, Rottenborn, I'm sure you guys know, said abuse does not only come in the form of physical violence, but it comes in the form of words, which is true. And it seems like he was trying to get a win by that statement, but that wasn't what Amber was actually accusing Johnny of. She was accusing him of physical abuse as the real abuse. So I think that argument just didn't hold because of that. While announcing the appeal in July, a spokesperson for Heard said, "We believe the court made errors that prevented a just and fair verdict consistent with the First Amendment." Just don't get it. We've been through this like a broken record over and over and over. Amber had free speech. She had her full First Amendment. That was kind of the problem. That's why she got in trouble, because she used her First Amendment rights to defame Johnny. And look what happened. I don't know. I just can't think of a way where that's an argument. We are therefore appealing the verdict. While we realize today's filing will ignite the Twitter bonfires, there are steps we need to take to ensure both fairness and justice. What in the heck does Twitter have to do with it? Seriously, they can just turn it off and ignore it. Well, aside from the fact that Amber tweeted out the op-ed, but aside from the legalities, as far as the fans, what people are saying, it's completely irrelevant to the case. Subin added that if Heard is successful in her appeal, then she'll receive the opportunity to try the case again, and the trial judge in the retrial will be bound by the ruling of the appellate court. Meanwhile, Andrew M. Lieb from Lieb at Law said that Heard is making a smart move by hiring new lawyers for her appeal and stated that she needs a new tone to ensure victory. Again, I'm no lawyer, but it seems like common sense to me. If your team did such a bad job to replace them, why is that great legal advice from some great legal mind? Just seems like common sense. And I guess her next set of lawyers will be better than Rottenborn and Elaine. Depp's lawyers previously branded Heard's request for a retrial as outlandish, but have since said they're confident that the verdict will stand, so they write this whole article about Amber and professionals on her side. Then at the very end, they have one odd picture of Johnny and a couple of lines from Johnny's lawyers. Why not every day write an article about Johnny's lawyers, what Camille's saying, what Ben Chu is saying, what Adam Waldman's saying, what some legal experts are saying on Johnny's side, and make it fair and balanced? They can't do that. And that's why this news site and other sites are called the legacy media now. People still say mainstream, but it's not true because their views, their clicks are not even as good as some YouTube channels you probably know or some other bigger news sites you might know on YouTube. I mean, I don't know. However, I'm taking a safe guess. Not every one of these legacy sites you see has that many active followers as Johnny does. So, if that puts it in perspective, my point is mainstream isn't even the best word anymore. Maybe 10, 15, 20 years ago, absolutely. But now there's so many sources of news, they're not the main source, especially not Newsweek. Anyway, let me know what you think down below. Doing shout outs, special thanks, things like that. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. And if you don't consider it, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. By the way, I got some new clouds, maybe better than my old ones. That's irrelevant, but it's a lot nicer to think about than Rottenborn and Elaine. Okay, we're done here. See you next time.